You're getting fleeced. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. At least I say so. Let's talk about this so-called new Beatles song in 2023. Yeah, it's going to drop today sometime around 10 this morning. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the Beatles. I mean, who doesn't? Well, let's call a spade here, shall we? Apparently, John Lennon started writing this thing in 1976. You know, back when disco was king, bell-bottoms were all the rage. Well, now, fast forward to 2023, and suddenly, we've got this lost Beatles song. Really? Lost? More like conveniently stuck in a dusty drawer in a lawyer's office, if you ask me. And let's not kid ourselves. This ain't a Beatles song. This is a John Lennon solo song that some greedy suits decided to dig up, slap a Beatle label on, and get Paul and Ringo involved for a quick cash grab. They were rubbing their hands together like, let's cash in on the nostalgia, boys. I can imagine Paul and Ringo stumbling upon this old demo tape, dusting it off like it's some archaeological relic. Then they're probably thinking, well, it's been a while since we cashed in on some Lennon magic, hasn't it? So they take it to the studio, add some finishing touches, a little AI, and boom, it's a Beatles song. Look, let's not forget, John's not here to have a say in any of this. He's not here to tell him, hey, that's mine, you vultures. No, he's up in rock and roll heaven, shaking his head and saying, leave my stuff alone. At least I think he is. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for preserving and celebrating music of the past. I mean, come on, it's kind of what I do, right? But let's not pretend this is some kind of magical Beatles reunion. It's a cash grab, plain and simple. Tugging at your heartstrings, trying to get you to part with your hard-earned cash for a song that, let's face it, probably should have stayed in the vault. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard it yet, but we'll have it here on Rock 107 sometime after 10 this morning. Look, folks, if you want to honor John Lennon, go check out his solo stuff. Spin Imagine. Check out Working Class Hero. Those are the real deal, not some repackaged, recycled, money-grabbing nostalgia trip. Let's keep it real. Let's keep the Beatles, and solo songs that should have stayed in a junk drawer out of our ears, right?
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
There are rumors that Apple may buy Disney. We'll know for sure when all the kids from It's a Small World start assembling iPhones. Junk food sales continue to decline due to Ozempic. You can tell Little Debbie's feeling the pinch. She's now on OnlyFans. The pig named Kevin Bacon that was on the loose for 17 days has been captured and returned home, where he can finally live up to the second half of his name.
Making sure breaking news stays broken. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Fun on the phones. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and today we're going to be calling an office, and we're going to get somebody on the line, try to leave a message, but I'm going to give them some guff over being called an administrative assistant. I'm going to insist that they're a secretary and see how far I can push it. It's another Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
Yeah, hearing. This is Kathy. How can I help you?
Hi, Kathy. My name's Rick. I wanted to know if I could talk to the office manager.
Unfortunately, the office manager isn't in right now. Can I help you with something?
Okay. Well, what do you do?
Well, I'm the administrative assistant.
Okay. You know what? I don't. If you could, just put me through to the secretary. I'll just leave a message.
We don't have a secretary at this office. I'm the administrative assistant. I can help you out.
Okay. Well, what do you do there?
What is it that you need help with, sir?
I need to leave a message for the office manager.
Okay, and I'd be more than happy to take that message for you.
Okay, that's fine. As an administrative assistant, you take messages?
Well, there are a lot of things, actually, that I do here, but if that's what you need help with, that's what I can help you with.
Like what? Like what?
I mean, if you really want me to get technical, I can schedule appointments for you. I can take a message like you're asking.
Mm-hmm.
I order office supplies.
Mm-hmm.
I keep people on track here. I make sure that our management gets to where they need to be. There's a lot of things that I do here.
So basically a secretary?
No. My position is an administrative assistant.
Well, it sounds like you're doing a secretary job. You're answering the phones, you're taking messages, you're ordering supplies, right? Secretary.
I am an administrative assistant. Do you need help or not?
Well, I'd like to speak to the secretary, which I think is you, because I want to leave a message, and that's fine, but it sounds like we have a difference of opinion right now.
Sir, there's no secretary here. I'm able to help you if
Well, there is, but she just gave herself a promotion, right?
Look, do you need help or not?
I'm trying to leave a message for the office manager, but I think if I wait long enough, maybe that'll just be you.
I'm sorry, you said your name was Rick?
Rick, yeah.
Okay, Rick, can I just enlighten you for a moment if you just give me just
Please.
a moment of your
Sure,
time?
enlighten.
Nobody uses the word secretary anymore.
Well, I do.
We are called administrative assistants. We do a lot more than what you give us credit for.
Well, I asked what you do, and you told me all the secretary stuff, so that can't be my fault.
We are not called secretaries anymore. We are administrative professionals.
Oh, okay,
We are
why?
administrative assistants.
Can you tell me why that's changed?
Because now people that know better associate the word secretary with being something negative. Honestly, when is the last time you heard somebody use the word secretary?
About 30 seconds ago when I asked to talk to a secretary, and you just said it.
Nobody says secretary anymore.
Me, I say
There
it.
are no secretaries anymore.
Really? Because when I call a lot of offices, a lot of secretaries answer and they take my message. They don't start reading their LinkedIn to me, okay? I don't need a resume. I just need to leave a message.
You know what, sir? You're being extremely rude right now. Nobody uses the word secretary anymore.
Well, one person does.
And you are the only person that I have ever talked to that
Oh, really?
uses the word
So
secretary
everyone calls
anymore.
and says, hey, administrative assistant, how
So
are
I'd
you?
appreciate it if you called me administrative assistant, and I can help you out if you would like.
Okay, how about this? Can I speak to the posse?
I'm sorry, I don't know what it is.
It's a prank call being played on you right now. This isn't real.
Oh, my
I'm not a chauvinist pig.
Oh, my God.
It's Prospector. You're on Rock 107 right now. My stomach's going like upside down inside. I'm like, oh, God, what a pig. It doesn't come natural, I promise you. Nobody, I know, people don't say secretary, so I just decided to
I was
play
about
with
to lose my mind. I was like, this guy is such an
Not everyone likes to tip before being served, but if refusing to pre-tip is a hill you're willing to die on, you better be cool with sitting on that hill munching cold French fries. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. DoorDash is testing out a new pop-up notification that warns customers who do not tip. It says orders with no tip might take longer to get delivered. Are you sure you want to continue? Dashers can choose which orders they want to do, and orders that take longer to be accepted result in slower delivery. DoorDash says they haven't changed anything behind the scenes. They're just letting customers know that there is a difference between tipping before and tipping after the delivery, which you can still do. And here's why. When you place an order, DoorDash notifies all the Dashers in the area, along with a guaranteed rate for accepting that delivery. The system places different values on different deliveries based on things like time, distance, desirability of that order, and your tip is included in that formula. Now, the Dashers, they don't find out your exact tip amount or the breakdown of their total haul for the delivery until after that delivery is complete. But obviously, Dashers are quicker to accept the gigs that are more valuable or rewarding. And experienced drivers can tell by the numbers if there's zero tip because they get familiar with the various default quotes from DoorDash. If there's no pre-tip, no tip in advance, they have no way of knowing if you or someone will tip them after, or if you're someone who doesn't tip at all. So they might just prefer to wait for a better order than accept the one with the lower quote. So if you don't tip ahead, your delivery might be sitting in the queue longer while your food is ready, getting cold. Still don't understand what I'm talking about? Here's an announcement from one of the drivers about their new tiered tipping system and what you could expect.
DoorDash is dedicated to bringing you your favorite restaurant food right to your door, warm and delicious. That is, of course, unless you're a bad tipper. Introducing the DoorDash tiered tipping system, where the quality of food depends on your tip. Just tipping 20%, you can bet that food's going to be cold. Only 15%, we reserve the right to take a little nibble of your dinner and sip of your drink. We just change out the straws. Tipping under 10%? Don't be surprised if you get a nose nugget somewhere in your delivery. I'm not saying where's. DoorDash. Hey up, buddy.
Kevin Bacon. And the real Kevin Bacon actually may have helped make this happen. He posted about it on social media the other day and said, bring Kevin Bacon home. The pig ended up back at its enclosure. When the owner saw this, she immediately ran out and shut the door.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107. Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
Someone got in trouble for their truck's Halloween costume.
Kind of. Police in Florida are warning residents about a Chevy truck with green decals to look like a Border Patrol vehicle, but instead it says Booty Patrol. Cops pulled it over recently for illegal red and blue lights and issued a citation. They also posted photos on social media to raise awareness of the truck, telling people it's been impersonating police and maybe trying to pull people over. Maybe for booty violations, I don't know. The owner of the truck says he's never tried to pull anyone over. He's been posting photos of the truck on social media for a while now, and it seems like he's just doing it for fun, not to actually mess with anyone. And it sounds like cops are okay with the decals as long as the lights are removed and the driver doesn't use the truck to pose as a local authority.
Nominee number 2.
It won't get you where you're going any faster. A Florida man pointed a firearm at an off-duty Florida Highway Patrol trooper while driving next to him on the highway. 32-year-old Matthew Tim Reeder got agitated due to slow-moving traffic and focused his attention on the trooper in his personal vehicle. Now, the trooper was dressed in normal clothes and was with his family members in his personal car. Reeder, driving a red Chevy pickup truck, began driving alongside the trooper, speeding up and slowing down, yelling and using hand gestures despite the trooper ignoring him. Then he pulled a firearm out, first displaying it, then pointing it at the trooper. Reeder is charged with 3 counts each of unlawful display of a weapon and aggravated assault with a weapon.
And the winner is
the guy who pointed a gun at an off-duty state trooper because he was driving too slowly. You are the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Week, Friday morning on Rock 107.